Hydra, Red Skull, Super Soldier Serum. Sounds like something out of the funny papers.
You have no idea.
We're to fight against robots from another planet who want to wipe us out and take the Earth.
If we succeed, there will not be any shield in the future.
Something even worse could rise up. We can't disrupt the timeline.
Just do it, Deke.
But he's just a kid.
Take the shot.
Put the gun down now!
We're closed. Go get your medicine somewhere else. Hey, no! I warned you once about bleeding on the floor.
She needs help. Our doctor friend's gonna meet us here.
Where's Freddy?
Wait, they're not back yet?
Wait, who the hell are you?
The new gang. They're after Freddy.
Oh, applesauce. He's a nobody.
He's a target. Give me a reason.
They're not after his dad's money. When old man Malik jumped out that window, his debts were paid.
What'd you just call him?
His full name, what is it?
Wilfred Malik. Why?
Wilfred Malik, as in father of Gideon Malik, future head of Hydra in America.
If the Chronicoms kill Malik, then Hydra's stamped out before it ever takes hold, and S.H.I.E.L.D. is never formed.
So you're saying to save S.H.I.E.L.D.?
We have to save Hydra.
Great.
Oh dear. Agent May, it is I, Enoch, sentient Chronicom trusted friend. I am here to help. How could you lose her? You had one job, Enoch, one job.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The final mission continues next Wednesday on ABC.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my Avengers Endgame MCU Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7 crossover connections Easter eggs video. That's right. There's going to be a bunch of big crossover stuff happening this season on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so we'll break it down. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We'll do an Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know if they're doing a bunch of time travel, which big MCU moments you want them to visit during the season. And if you didn't know, this is the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but the producers said that there would be a big MCU crossover, a really big crossover, and I think that has something to do with the rumors about the Agents of S.W.O.R.D. TV show on Nick Fury's space station for Disney Plus that's rumored to be the successor show to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Quake's character. So I'll talk about that in the video too. But what's happening on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now is that they brought Coulson back. He's died a couple times on the show, but he died last season again. This version of Coulson is now full-blown life model decoy, bringing the joke from the Avengers movie with Iron Man trying to duck Coulson full circle. Now Coulson is the life model decoy.
You have reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark. Please leave a message.
This is urgent.
Then leave it urgently. Security breach.
The joke in the early seasons of the show, too, is that people thought that when he first came back because they killed him during the Avengers movie and he showed up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, people were like, is he a life model decoy? How is he still alive? So it's sort of a play on that big joke. But they've uploaded all of the original Coulson's memories into his brain. So the whole idea is that the technology that he's built from is the same as these Chronicoms. If you don't know who the Chronicoms are, they're basically like robot watchers that are sentient and normally good characters, but this is a rogue faction. So just imagine the villains this season as being what if the Watchers, but evil. What if they decided to use their extreme cosmic power to try and control history instead of just observe it? Patton Oswalt here is playing the grandfather of one of the characters he played earlier on the show, the Koenigs, and right now, as you can see from the Empire State Building, which is currently under construction, they're in the early 1930s, so a long time before the events of Captain America First Avenger, and they obviously reference a bunch of MCU events during that trailer. As they explained during the episode, the Chronicoms are targeting Hydra because the person that they're trying to kill in the episode was an early member of Hydra and the father of the person that would eventually help create S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's what Coulson's talking about when he says, we have to save Hydra. And because it's a time travel show, they'll be jumping through time as they go and trying to stop the Chronicoms, who are time travelers, from altering key events in MCU history. So you kind of get the theme of Season 7. They're doing the Avengers Endgame thing, where they jump through time and visit big MCU moments.
Whoa!
Hey, buddy, what do you think? Maximum occupancy has been reached.
Take the stairs.
Yeah. Stop.
They show footage from Captain America Winter Soldier, except they add the Triskelion being blown up. They reference the Super Soldier program in Captain America. That was all government early S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff before S.H.I.E.L.D. was actually called S.H.I.E.L.D. It was called the SSR, and that's why Peggy Carter, Howard Stark, and Colonel Phillips from the Captain America movie were instrumental in creating S.H.I.E.L.D. When Coulson talks about not disrupting the timeline, causing more problems, they show a scene of the helicarrier referencing the Avengers movie. And speaking of time travel, they do follow most of the same rules as Avengers Endgame time travel rules. We'll call that MCU time travel. The way the Hulk explains it is that you can't change your past, but you can create alternate timelines that branch out from moments in history. So even though they're trying to protect the future of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the MCU, the Avengers during this season, they're also trying to prevent another multiverse catastrophe with hundreds and thousands of more branching timelines. This also connects with what's going on in the Loki TV series for Disney+. There are actual time cops in the MCU that try to police this kind of thing. We're going to meet them on the Loki series. Like you see Loki sitting in their prison in the trailer here saying he's going to burn this place to the ground. They're called the Time Variance Authority, and they hail from the Thor and the Fantastic Four comics. The Loki series is going to be him trying to mess with the timeline using the Tesseract. It's the Loki from Avengers Endgame that escaped to create an alternate timeline with the Infinity Stone. So when the Ancient One is telling Hulk about the nature of those alternate timelines that they could possibly create to the detriment of this one timeline, the Time Variance Authority are the ones that come in and try to clean up messes like that. And if they find someone like Loki with the Tesseract trying to mess with the timeline, or other big time travel villains like King the Conqueror, who's also rumored to show up during the Loki series, they move to capture and imprison them. You could also think of them as like Time Lords, so I'm sure there's going to be lots of Doctor Who references during that series. And even though the virus kind of delayed everything this year, they still will premiere the Loki series next year at some point. It just might be delayed by a couple weeks. If you're really excited about that too, there are also rumors now based on what Tom Hiddleston is saying that they're already planning for a Loki season 2. So that would be pretty cool if they do multiple seasons of some of these Disney Plus series. The reason why you're not seeing the Time Variance Authority get involved in this show right now is just because they only just created the Loki series, so they're not even done filming it. So the whole concept of the Time Variance Authority in the MCU isn't something that they planned on a long time ago, so they just weren't able to incorporate a lot of that into this series. But like I said, the producers are teasing a big Marvel MCU crossover later this season, a really big one. There are 13 episodes total, so if they're jumping around history of the MCU just like they did during Avengers Endgame, odds are that at least through the regular episodes, they'll reference other big major Avengers MCU moments through history. Then early prediction, at the end of it all, they'll tease Agents of S.W.O.R.D. on Nick Fury's space station because S.W.O.R.D. is sort of the successor to S.H.I.E.L.D. in the comics. It's now where they're kind of moving the MCU, moving it into outer space because that's where Nick Fury is operating out of now. We're going to do a lot more cosmic MCU movies, so obviously a lot more big Avengers level threats will be coming from outer space. And even though they haven't officially announced it, there are rumors that they're developing an Agents of S.W.O.R.D. Disney Plus series that some of these characters would cross over onto. Maybe this LMD version of Coulson. Mostly it's just been Quake's character that they've rumored would star in it. I don't know what their plans are for S.W.O.R.D. during the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but we do know that S.W.O.R.D. is a big part of the Wandavision series that's going to be airing in December. So it's just sort of them transitioning to the next phase, obviously Marvel Phase 4 of the MCU, and where all this S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff used to happen on Earth, now it's going to be happening around outer space with more cosmic stuff going on. You just have to picture an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. post-credit scene moment where they sort of link up with this Spider-Man Far From Home, Nick Fury post-credit scene moment with him on the space station. In terms of what was going on with these characters during Avengers Endgame, when all the snaps were happening, Avengers Infinity War, for the past couple of seasons, Season 6 and now Season 7, they've mostly been out of sync with the normal flow of time. So that's sort of the way they explained around not being able to do spoilers for Avengers Infinity War, The Snap, or Avengers Endgame. The producers haven't revealed every single big MCU moment in history they're going to visit, every big Avengers moment, but if there are any really huge Avengers or MCU Easter eggs or episodes that they do, of course I'll do Easter egg videos for those. But if you have any other big questions about what's happening after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends this season, or what they're planning on doing next with the characters, if they'll show up in other TV series that they're making for Disney+, just leave them in the comments below. For the most part, a lot of the major actors do say that they want to come back. Like I'm sure Coulson will find a way to come back at some point. He came back for the Captain Marvel movie set in the past, so if he's going to do that, of course he'll probably show up in other big projects coming up. But while you wait for everything, everyone click here for my brand new Spider-Man Marvel What If trailer video breakdown and Easter eggs, and click here for my breakdown of the Wandavision, Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer and the Loki trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.